Morning, everyone. This is a fantastic turnout. My name is Eric Moore, Assistant Commissioner for Communications for the Great American Conference. Before we start, everybody got their cell phones out. We put each other on silent throughout the process here. Greatly appreciate that. And I said, we are here for a very exciting announcement this morning, and to make that official announcement, I'll turn it over to Alan Brown, the chairman of the United Texarkana Bowl.
What a great crowd, and I appreciate all of you coming out. I want to thank several people for making this possible, but I want to thank our Arkansas cheerleaders and the mascot for coming out. And I do want to recognize Annette Perry and the Texarkana Resources for the Disabled. This is one of the greatest opportunities that we have to raise money for the United Way for Greater Texarkana. And these guys right here are Live United True. I want you guys to stand. You guys can stand. We have a great opportunity that's before us. I want to give you just a couple of seconds of background of where this came from. It all started with a conversation in my office one day with Will from the Great American Conference. You'll hear from him in a few minutes. I think many of you know Shelby and I coming off the United Way chairmanship. Our excitement for football. We set out in the rain Saturday in Fayetteville and watched Arkansas get beat again. But we're still going. We're going back in 2 weeks. So we're true Razorback fans and true Arkansas high supporters. But we started out a conversation to see if we had the possibility of putting a bowl game together for Texarkana. When you really think about the magnitude of that, there are only 2 bowl games at the Division II level in the United States. This will be the third. And we're very proud of that. We want to make this the best bowl game. And I know that Texarkana, Arkansas, and Texarkana, Texas can come together and make this a great event as we go forward. We wanted to do something unique, and that is we want to build a relationship with the Great American Conference. And the Great American Conference, as you guys that aren't familiar with it, it's the old AIC. It's part of the Gulf South Conference from several years ago, and it mainly encompasses all the Arkansas Division II schools as well as some schools in Oklahoma. And our host team and our affiliation with this bowl game will always center around the Great American Conference being a host team. That's going to be a great opportunity for some of our local kids. We have numerous high school kids that come even out of Texarkana, Northeast Texas, Southwest Arkansas that play for our Great American Conference schools in Arkansas, as well as a few in Oklahoma. And so it's going to be a great relationship with us as we move forward with the Great American Conference. I know that everybody wants to know about the selection process, how these teams are going to be selected. We will not know who our teams are going to be until around the 14th or 15th of November. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Division II is a playoff formatted. They use a playoff format, and the top 2, usually the top 2 conference finishers will go to the NCAA Division II playoffs. Our teams will naturally come after the playoffs are selected. We'll choose 2 representatives, one from the Great American Conference. We've had interest from 2 conferences at this time that we can comment on. One of those is the Lone Star Conference out of Northeast Texas, and the MIAA, which is basically out of Missouri. Very excited when I want to back up, and I know Will's going to say a little bit about this. One of the things that we wanted to do was we put some feelers out in the community here to see if we were going to be interested and be able to accomplish this thing, which the response for that was overwhelming. We'll also hold all Great American Conference presidents. They had a conference call when we started talking about putting this bowl game on. It was a unanimous decision for us to proceed. So you can see the background and excitement. The 2 conferences that have already contacted us, we'll start hearing about it. We'll put a couple of feelers out there, and it's been phenomenal, the conversations that I've been able to have with their commissioners, and what an opportunity this is, not only for their student athletes, but for their schools as well. I think it's a great opportunity for the Texarkana, Arkansas School District to showcase our facilities. I think it's a great opportunity for Texarkana, Arkansas as a community to show what we've got going on. I mean, this is, with Shelby and I came in here the other day for the first time. This is one phenomenal facility. This will be the host hotel. Our banquet will be held here on Friday night. We'll also have a community pep rally on Friday night. Our goal and focus is to involve as many of our local high school teams that can get involved with us as far as our fans, etc. As we go forward with how this game is going to work out. So basically what's going to happen is on Friday, December the 6th, we will bring these teams in here on Friday, December the 6th after lunch. After that, we'll have a schedule that we're working on, which they'll participate in practice. Naturally, they'll have to do a walkthrough to the facilities, and then we're requiring them to do the NCAA likes for them to do a community event, and we're lining up the possibility of having a football game at one of our elementary schools with the Pride Academy students that the Texarkana, Arkansas School District oversees, that the Texarkana, Arkansas Police Department oversees, and we're looking at going to some of the United Way locations so that these players have an opportunity to, one, understand why they're here, and two, get another look at what this community does as far as Texarkana and what we're about. And so we're lining up things of that nature. Once that's concluded, we'll meet back here on Friday night for a real fun banquet. We're lining up some entertainment things for them at that time, give the teams a chance to mingle with each other and look at this facility, and then they're going to go to bed, and then they're going to get up and head to the field because we're going to kick off at noon on Saturday. I can already tell you that I would be real safe to say that the Razorbacks, that is SEC Championship game day. I can almost assure you the Razorbacks will be playing in that. I hope they are, because I cannot go. I'm stuck here in Texarkana now with this commitment that I'm really excited about. So, but that's SEC Championship game day. That's one of the reasons we're going to kick off at noon, and we're going to play this game out at Razorback Stadium. It's going to be a great venue. It's going to be officiated by NCAA sanctioned officials. It's going to be an NCAA certified bowl game, and so we'll have a trophy that we'll be presenting to the winners. The first one's going to be a little bit different with it being the first inaugural event. I'm sure we'll have some hiccups along the way, but I know that we've got plenty of people in this room that can help us work this out. So we're excited about it. We're ready for it. We've got a lot of work to do between now and then. I know if you'll notice in your press release that we've prepared for you, we anticipate and will have tickets available for sale the 1st of November. I can tell you that one of the first commitments I have to help us sell these tickets is Red River Federal Credit Union. We're going to look for a couple more outlets to help us sell this, but Red River's agreed to sell these tickets for us through their outlets. I can tell you that you can't go anywhere that I'm aware of and buy a ticket to a college football game as an adult for $6. Our student tickets are $4. And so very reasonable. And we're working out some things where the district is going to benefit from us having this game here, but the community is going to benefit as well. And then when everything's left over, what better charity can we support than the United Way of Greater Texarkana that services over 40-something organizations in this town. And many of you know that Shelby and I just came off the United Way Chairmanship, and corporate dollars in this town are getting thinner and thinner. And this is a great opportunity for us to stick together and pull together and have an opportunity to raise some money for a great cause. All right? I want to recognize just a couple more people, but I'm going to turn it over to Will and let him say a couple of comments. But I want you to see Matthew Huckabee. I know Matthew's a back room guy. There he is. Matthew, stand up. Matthew's donated this time. This is Matthew's logo. So Matthew has worked on this. He is a great kid. I knew him when he was growing up. I used to hear his daddy yell for him up down the neighborhood when he wasn't doing what he's supposed to be doing. But he turned out to be a pretty good graphics artist, and he kind of does this as a hobby. He's done a great job. He's preparing all of our press passes, our tickets, our posters, all those types of things. Matthew, we appreciate you very much. Credit union business that has a agent, sometimes I call him invoice, because every time I turn around the credit, you get an invoice from him. communication and a marketing firm out of Little Rock. He donated his time to bring our website up, and he's donating that to us. We've got some tweaking to do on it. It is available. After today, you leave here, you can go pull up our website. Right now, it's giving you the basic information about the game. We're in the process of getting all of our hotels and restaurants and things of that nature loaded up there. And actually, when the team was selected in November, we'll place the team's names out there. But I appreciate Steve Nicholson and the Nicholson agents for doing that. I appreciate Dr. Patel and this facility allowing us to have this press conference here today, working with us on putting this together. We've been working with them actually since before this facility was open. And he's been over backwards to try to help. This is going to be a great event again for our community. And we're bringing lots of hotel rooms in here, we hope, and lots of people. And we hope that the local people get involved as well. And we'll pray for good weather that day. But we appreciate Dr. Patel and the Arkansas Site Convention Center here that will be the host hotel for us. I want to recognize Becky Kessler. Becky, stand up. Becky is the superintendent of the Arkansas School District, and we appreciate their cooperation. State Representative, thank you, Chrissy, for coming and supporting. We had a conflict today, we will not be here this morning. I want to thank Jeff Stanford for the chamber. We're looking forward to working with them. I'm getting lots of information out of the chamber now from Molly and him on making sure we can get information to you. We're going to be putting packets together to go back to these teams when they're selected so that their parents will be able, and family members will be able to understand what Texarkana is about, where to make their reservations, those types of things. The chamber will be assisting us with that. And I want to thank the Chief of Police, Bob Harrison. Bob Harrison, Chief called me last week, and Christy Mitchell and I are good friends, and he has basically said, because you can imagine the security concerns and things like that people have today with big events, and us hosting this at a high school, etc. He basically told me whatever we need, we will take care of it. You can imagine the demands we have for escorts, for all those types of things. He has already got the ball rolling. He's already got this marked off. He's already dedicating officers to us, whatever it takes to pull this event off, and I appreciate the Chief for doing that. All right, I'm going to introduce you to somebody now that is basically one of the reasons that we're here. And it's Will Pruitt. Will is the commissioner of the Great American Conference. And then after him, Sean, if you would just come on up. Sean's here representing the United Way as their board chair. And then after that, we have the two mayors. So I want to say a couple of things to you, and then we'll open it up pretty quickly for questions and answers. So, Will.
Good morning. What a fantastic turnout. Thank everyone for coming out this morning. A few things. First of all, about the Great American Conference, and we're an 11-team NCAA Division II conference. We're one of the newest conferences in college athletics. We have 6 schools in Arkansas. Some of the ones that you're probably most familiar with. We have SAU just down the road in Magnolia. Our 2 schools in Arkadelphia. Since David Sharp, the athletic director at Washita Baptist, is here with us, I'll say Washita Baptist first, as well as Henderson State. We also have in South Arkansas Monticello, up north in the state, Harding, and Arkansas Tech. We have 5 members from Oklahoma. Only 3 of those are currently eligible to compete in the bowl game, but if you're geographically dyslexic, it's a little bit confusing because we have Northwestern, Southwestern, East Central, Southern Nazarene, and this is terrible considering that they all pay 1/11 of my salary. I'm going blank on school. Southeastern. We'll say, again, I told you there were too many directions there. But again, thank you for being here. Some appreciation. I have some staff members here. Eric Moyer, who handles our communications. You've already seen Eric. Audra Toon, who does our NCAA compliance, helps championships, really essentially does everything, and I'm just the front person. Audra, get everybody away. Jeff Robertson, our supervisor of football officials, don't clap for Jeff because of football officials, they wouldn't know what to do with someone like But as well as some of our other football officials, Jim Cranford, Brett Cranford, Mike Riley, appreciate it. Thanks, Rusty. And you slip in. But again, this is a great thing for the Great American Conference. It's very difficult to have postseason opportunities in Division II football. Most of you are very familiar with Division I football. There's, I think now, close to 30, 35 bowl games. If we have a winning record, if we play in the postseason. Division II, it's not like that. We have almost 170 teams that play football at the NCAA Division II level. 24 of those are selected for the playoffs. There's currently 2 bowls at the Division II level. The Mineral Water Bowl up in Excelsior Springs, Kansas, Missouri. Again, I told you she did all my work. As well as the Heart of Texas Bowl down in Poppers Cove, Texas. So there's really only opportunities for 28 teams to play out of those 170. So this is an incredible opportunity for our student athletes to play that additional game after having a great season. And the response that we've gotten today, I think is going to be an incredible experience for those student athletes for the team that qualifies. And this is something that we had planned for in the Great American Conference as a long-term goal. And frankly, I didn't know that we would be here this quickly. Had some conversations with Jeff at one of our football meetings, and that led to coming down and meeting with Alan, and really thought this would be something that, 2014, 2015, on down the line, and I'm just floored at all the hard work that Alan's done and all the people that he's put together, and it's just going to be a fantastic opportunity. We're really excited to be in Texarkana. As a new conference, we're only in our 3rd year of operation. We've got most of our championships scattered at neutral sites across our geographic footprint. Many in Oklahoma, we have some in northwest Arkansas. But one of the glaring places that we really haven't had a presence with an event like a championship and now this bowl game is in South Arkansas. So that's very important to us, as well as reaching out in East Texas. You look at any of the 11 schools in the Great American Conference, they have football players from Northeast Texas. Most have football players from South Arkansas. So it's very important for our schools to have more of a presence in this area that will help them recruit more and more student athletes as we go forward. And lastly, one of the things that really differentiates Division II from our counterparts in Division I is we put a very high emphasis on community engagement. We realize that very few of our players are going to play in the NFL or the NBA. So we want to be as serious as we can about making them better people and giving back to the community. And additionally to being able to play another football game, the ability for 70 or so student athletes from one of our schools and 70 or so student athletes from MIAA school or Lone Star Conference school to be able to come in and hopefully make a difference in the lives of the people in this community. For us as a staff to come in that weekend to give back to the community, that's really the big thing. And we really hope that no matter who the winner is on December 7th, that the bigger winner that day will be the twin communities of Texarkana, Arkansas, and Texas. Again, thank you for being here. Really excited about December. Look forward to seeing you then.
I'm the board chair for the United Way this year, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out today. Talk about being excited. I think it was an email from Alan this summer, later in the summer actually, and he said, if you got some time, come by the office. So I went by there, and he started talking. I don't know if he realized it or not, but I almost started jumping up and down in my seat when he started explaining what he had planned and the opportunities were there. United Way has been in this community for almost 90 years. We're very excited to have the opportunity to partner with the Blue United Bowl. I think the name itself says something about Texarkana in itself. You've got two communities, two states, we live united. I really think that was an excellent name, and of course we borrowed it from United Way, but I mean I think it really is representative of our community here. And quite honestly, you know, when he called me and I met with him, I said, well, we've got a board meeting tomorrow, why don't you come talk to everybody and tell them? So I mean, we really have been excited about that, and thank you and the whole committee for giving us an opportunity to participate with you guys on this. It's really been a great thing for us. I think that it will be a great thing for many years to come. United Way is looking forward to a lot of years of being able to work with you in the committee with this, and we're just really excited to be here, and thank everyone for the opportunity to work with you. I'll be real brief because I know the mayors are here, and they would like to talk. So at this time, I ask for Mayor Smith and Mayor Bergman to come forward.
On behalf of Texarkana, Arkansas, and the Board of Directors, I want to welcome you and express our appreciation to have the bowl game here. I mean, it's exciting. Just think about it. The accumulation of Texarkana, Arkansas, Texarkana, Texas, United Way, and our first bowl game for Texarkana is going to be here this December. And I love the prices. They're reasonable. And I know our citizens, that's what we have to do really is make sure that we involve our citizens in going out and enjoying the bowl game. And so we just, you know, we just kicked off another United Way year, so you know it's great that we're going to be able to have the funds that we keep here in our community. The funds that we raise for the United Way stays here, and it's also the opportunity for us as a community to come together, regardless of whether it's Arkansas or Texas, to come together and work together and do something that's worthwhile for the city. And cheerleaders, you don't have to worry. Mayor Bergman and I will not be able to displace you as cheerleaders. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. We won't displace you. But you know, on behalf of the city, we do appreciate the opportunity to host this and to showcase Texarkana of what Texarkana has. Because we're going to be having individuals coming in from all over areas that this will be their first opportunity to come to Texarkana and enjoy Southern hospitality in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas. So thank you again, and it's my honor to introduce and have Mayor Bergman speak. I know he's got some comments also.
Thank you, Mayor Smith, and good morning, everyone. What an outstanding show of support that we have here this morning, and I see Jeff Robertson in the back of the room, and as a baseball umpire for the past 34 years, I know how lonesome it can get, Jeff. So I'm with you with that in that relationship. A couple of weeks ago, Alan Brown called me one morning, and he asked me if I've had a few minutes to visit with him over the phone, and I sensed a little bit of excitement in his voice, and he said, I want to share something with you. And so he went on and shared with me exactly what is planned for this outstanding bowl event here in our Twin Cities. And he said, Bob, I want to make something very clear. I know that we're going to be having the game played at Arkansas High in the Arkansas Convention Center, and Holiday Inn will be the host hotel for the bowl game. But I want to make a point very clear that we want to make sure that we include the city and the citizens of Texarkana, Texas as a part of this bowl event. And so, Alan, I want to personally thank you for that support, and the citizens of Texarkana, Texas, as well as points beyond here, are looking forward to this great bowl event. This is another fine example of good family entertainment at a very, very reasonable price. And so I look forward to attending the bowl game. I think it's going to be an outstanding venue for our city, and this is something that will grow from years to come. And so once again, on behalf of the Texarkana, Texas City Council, I want to thank you for inviting me this morning, and we look forward to being a part of this great event on December 7th. Thank you very much.
This time, that concludes all of our featured speakers. I would like to open up to questions. If anybody has something for the floor, we could also set up one-on-ones over TV stations and whatnot, and we'll make sure everybody gets everything they need before we break. If anybody has any questions for the group,
Is there any long-term commitment, or is this a one-year agreement? If you decide how many years initially commit?
I guess we can do it till we get tired. I guess my comment on that would be is, let's see how successful we can be. And if we can forge a great relationship with a great American conference, that relationship will be forever. And as long as we can pull the volunteers together and keep a relationship going with another conference in Division II, this thing can go on forever. Yes?
Alan, are all the tickets general admission?
Yes, it'll be all general admission tickets. We'll do your reserve seat.
The other two conferences that y'all looked at, the MIAA and the Lone Star Conference, is that correct?
Yes.
How will y'all determine who y'all end up matching up against?
That's a real good question, Johnson. I knew you would ask that. Probably not that. We're going to have a selection committee here locally. They're going to have a winning record. And they're going to have a winning record and actually not be selected for the playoffs. And we're going to select people that the teams that would have a regional interest in this area. That's kind of like an invitation going out to the others. I mean, we know who these teams are. We're already observing some of these teams. We're just 4 games into the season, so you can't speculate at all. We won't even know until the 14th or 15th of November what our pools can be. But, it's going to have a winning record. So we use the same kind of Division I criteria, and the committee will select teams that will have a regional interest in this area. And I do want to say I appreciate Josh Richard a lot. He and I developed a relationship when I used to cover Arkansas High on the radio and stuff. And Josh was always, we met in every press box across the state of Arkansas a lot of nights. And I'm going to tell you what, he's a dedicated Texarkana Gazette employee, and I couldn't think of anybody any better that I wanted to call personally, give him an opportunity to cover this, and he jumped right on it, and he'll do a great job for us getting the word out to you guys and things that we need. And Josh, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Do you have any television contracts, or are you negotiating with any of the networks and trying to get on TV?
No, we do not. I have had a general conversation with KLFI, and one of the things that we are going to do that I've talked to Arkansas High about is using Razorback TV for promotional video, letting the high school use that as a project. They're here today filming some things at the press conference. They'll be out at the pep rally and the other events that we have. Our next press conference we would anticipate having would be in mid-November after the teams are selected. We're going to do our best to get those coaches here that day, get them a walk through the facility, get the credentials and things that we need in their hands out to them as soon as possible, because they'll have about 2 weeks to prepare for the game. So that will be in mid-November, but we're have talked to them about KLFI about maybe doing it, and we just don't know and can't gauge what what it would be like for, I'm sure, all their parents and people of the people that will be playing in the game would like a DVD of it, those types of things. But that's the only thing we talk to. We're going to use Razorback TV for our promotional video for the future. So that when we send this out to other conferences that are interested, we've had other conferences that have contacted us, just not responded to us in writing, because as you can see, as Will pointed out, the opportunities for all the teams that are left in Division II that are none. When you talk about this is the third ball game, there's not many opportunities. So we do have some other outside interests. And the more that we can do here in Texarkana, the more cooperation we get from everybody, the better quality video, things like that we can put out to promote this event. Who knows where we can go.
Second, to add to Alan's answer there,
Great American Conference at all of our championship events. We have the GAC Sports Network, which is an online presence. We work with JDM Productions in Cabot, Arkansas on those webcasts, and we have had discussions about coming in, doing the webcasts, and the only difference between those webcasts and something that you would see on ESPN typically is the venue of delivery. We would bring in, if we do that, 5 or 6 cameras. It would have all the branded graphics with the bowl game logo, the conference logo. So that's something, again, that as we work towards December, and we haven't decided whether we're going to go there yet, but that is one possibility.
Yes.
Will there be promotional materials with the United Bowl actually available at the games, such as t-shirts, hats, water bottles, etc., for sale? And if so, will any of the profits go to United Way at all? That might be a little too much.
That was a long question.
Yes.
We have a vice chairman of media relations and accessories to sell, as you brought over there on the wall. The t-shirts and hats, so we are talking about and making mention of that, but all the proceeds of this event will go to the United Way. Please, Christy has made it in. Christy, she's going to be a vital part, helping make sure that we get all the security and everything worked out that we need. But she's also going to be instrumental in helping us get these guys a community event, get involved with the Pride Academy kids. So y'all give Christy Mitchell a hand. A lot of people have asked this as well, so you used to be real involved in this and real involved in that. You kind of disappeared, and the next thing you know, Shelby maybe get into the United Way, and they said, "What are you going to do next?" This is what I'm doing next. Just never at home, but just spending time in a great community, and we appreciate all you being here and supporting this event. We're going to need some volunteers. You're going to see. We'll communicate to Josh and try to get some things out of the newspaper as we go forward, different type of committees and things like that we can work on. So we've got a lot of work to do between now and at least the 15th day of November. We're in the process of finalizing all the tickets and things like that so we can get those on sale as November the 1st. So we appreciate all you guys being here. We'll hang around for, I think there's a couple people that want some interviews right now, but we'll hang around and do that. But again, thanks for coming. Watch the newspaper. You can go out and actually get on the website now. It's kind of basic, and we'll be changing that on a daily basis as more information becomes available. It is not going to be an outlet to purchase tickets at this time. We're going to use local organizations here. As I mentioned, Red River has come forward. So just about any place you see a Red River branch, you're going to be given an opportunity to buy tickets there as well. We'll sell tickets at the gate that day, but we'd like to pre-sell as many tickets as we can, and then we'll sell the first of November. Okay? All right. Will, any comment? Sean, thanks, Sean, for coming. And Eric, anything else? Okay. All right. Thank you guys for